Congratulations. This is Kwasa, aka Body-Culinary, and it's time to get that 5 a.m. movement popping. So get your heart rate monitors out. Mine is still on the charger. So if you have the same heart rate monitor as I do, if you should ever be without your phone, this heart rate monitor can still record your workout. If you go out and you forgot your phone, you can still record it and then sync it up later. So I'm setting it Monday through Thursday. We're setting the heart rate monitor for functional training. So training started. I'm going to press start. I'm going to leave the voice prompt on. I can see right now that my heart rate is 78 beats per minute, or 43%. So I'd like to see both of them at one time. If I have a choice between the two, I want to see the percentage of max, so you can put that heart rate number, the beats per minute, into a context. We also want to see over time how our body is adapting to the exercise. So if you're being consistent, consistency is key. In order to see results, you want to be consistent. If you don't have any workouts to put in, then you can't see any growth. So you want to be consistent. That way you can see patterns over time. If you're very sporadic and you're random, you can't see anything. So we try to skirt around being consistent. Consistency is key. I hear the 5 to 10 minutes. Usually if you're only doing 5 to 10 minute workout, that means that those workouts are usually going to be very, very intense. If you're trying to put on any kind of muscle, that's not taken into consideration if you a learning curve. If you need corrective exercise. So the first portion of our movement practice is corrective exercise, and it's also our warm-up. The warm-up and the corrective exercise is a movement practice all by itself. So we like to be very efficient, because for many of us, especially as women or just busy people, we're lucky if we get 20 minutes to an hour of intentional exercise in, right? That's really, really important. The intentional, the steps and all of that is just activity. So we like to put all of that into a context to cut out the guesswork. If you're working and working and working, let me put this on a different charger. If you're working and working and working and you're not seeing results, that's for a reason. That's probably because you are grossly inaccurate as far as measuring your calories. People don't want to hear that. Whether you're vegan, raw vegan, ask me how I know. As a professional chef and as a personal trainer in the business for over 35 years. So you're likely extremely inaccurate in your estimation of your calories, or you're drastically trying to cut, which is not most people, and that doesn't last. That fizzles out. So you want to add some science and some ways to measure. You cannot change, right? You can't manage what you don't measure. If you want to manage it, you want to measure it. So there's a reason why many of us don't get results, and then we become complacent. This is just the way it is. So we think we have to be in our 50s and 60s, and we're moms, and so we just have to allow ourselves to become overweight. We could also see in the fat positivity, I didn't make it up, community that has been glorifying that, which I think is very dangerous, because excess unhealthy adipose tissue has a specific behavior in the body, and it leads to the comorbidities: diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure. A lot of those influences, numerous of them, are expiring. And so the proof is in the pudding. All right, let's get it popping. There's 3 minutes of me running my jappers so I can see my heart rate. Right over there, have your 20 ounces of water nearby. We're going to knock at least 20 ounces during the course of the movement practice. Let's do a little check-in on posture. Tuck your pelvis under. A lot of times we walk around like this because we think it's cute. But as you can see here, my spine is shortened, so I want to tuck my pelvis under, right? We've been sleeping all night, so usually the lower back is very tight. So draw your belly button in towards your spine so you can start to activate your internal girdle. It's one thing to put something on the outside, but we want to actually activate your internal core muscles. It's a group of core musculature, right? So we're going to activate, pull that belly button into your spine, and then you're going to add a Kegel, like you're stopping the flow of urine. You're going to take that and draw it up to the second floor, draw it up tighter and higher, draw it up to the third floor, the fourth floor, and the fifth floor. So you're activating. You should feel a dull ache. Let's roll the shoulders around, down and back, and sit those shoulders down and back. This is no bueno. That's a rounded shoulder. We want this around, down, and back. Your imaginary headlights on your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your ankles, we want them pointed straight ahead. So if we're doing lateral movement out to the side, your knee should not be facing this way. We want your headlights facing straight ahead, right? Make sure you got a lot of space between your ear and your shoulder. Other than that, make sure that you're able to hear your own breathing, right? If you're standing next to you, you should be able to hear your inhale and your exhale. A couple of little things that we use. You can use just your body weight. Sometimes I add other things that we have around the house, and I'm spending a whole lot of time yapping. But we make sure we go for quality movement. Quality. If you get injured, you can't work out, and then you'll be blaming the exercise when you didn't take your time. You're hard-headed. Hard-head makes it soft behind. You didn't take the time to breathe or listen to the instructions. You want quality movement even if you do less. Remember, the ego will take out the host. All right, so just your arms, or if you have a broomstick, you can do that. Pelvis is tucked under. Let's open up the chest and the shoulders. Breathing nice and deep. Start to become aware of your breath. You can use your breath to ground you inside of your body. Hold the arms back. Feel that stretch in the chest and the shoulders. Again, take it back. My elbows are straight. My knuckles are pointed toward the ceiling. Starting to get the body nice and warmed up. Take it back. Hold it. Again, take it forward and back. Listen to your breath. You want to synchronize your breath with your movement. Good. Arms extended, shoulder height on a diagonal. Kick up. Strive to get your foot, whatever your range of motion is, up to the other hand. Kick it up. So this is 1, 2. This will also stretch your lower back. 3, 4. Make sure you're breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep the arms up above the shoulders. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And 1. Good. Place the stick behind your shoulders. It's not on my neck, on my spine, or my vertebra. It's behind my shoulders. Make sure your wrists are straight. Sit your hips back on an invisible chair, or you can actually put a chair or a bed behind you. Reach your hips back. Stand and rotate. Stand and rotate. Make sure you're breathing. This is 2. Reach your hips back. 3 and 3. 4. 4. Reach your hips back. 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10. Good. And 10. Take some shoulder rolls back. Good. Extend the arms, shoulder height again. This time you're kicking up same foot. You're striving, whatever your range of motion is, to get up to the same hand. Kick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And once you feel your body starting to get a little bit warm, let's take some arm swings to the back, lubricating the shoulder joint. So as we become more seasoned, you're going to make sure you do a thorough warm-up. Cross the arms across the chest, throw them back, cross and throw. Cross and throw. Good. Swing the arms back, reach the fingertips for the ceiling, swing it back, reach for the ceiling. All right, we're taking our first set of plank steps. So you're coming down to the floor, tabletop position. So that means I'm stacking my joints on top of each other. Watch my fancy pants. And then I have my hip and my knee lined up. You should not have your butt poked out. Tuck your pelvis under. Your pubic bone and your waist bead should be going in the direction of your face. If you're level 1, Step that right foot outside the right hand, feel the stretch. Good. Place that knee back down. Left foot outside the left hand. Right, level 2. We're not doing downward dog, so your hips and glutes are not in the air. So you should be a flat plank of wood. Tuck your hips under. Right foot steps outside the left hand. Push that back heel on the extended leg toward the back wall, and you feel a stretch in the hip on the extended leg. Step center. Left foot steps outside the left hand. Push that right heel towards the back wall. Really squeeze your glute on the extended leg. Step center. This is 3 and 3. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. Good. And 10. Sit your glutes back to your heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. All right, your next movement pattern. So we like to do functional movement here. You're going to step up with your right foot and then stand with the left foot. Make sure you're not slamming your foot down to the floor. Down with the right. So this is down, down, up, up. This is 3, 4, 5. Stand all the way up. 6, 7. Working on balance and coordination. 8, 9. No gym, no problem. And 10. Good. Back down to plank step. Place your hand. Stack your joints. Tuck your hips under. You either take a level 1 with your knees bent. Back to tabletop position. Step that left foot outside the left hand. Or level 2. Full extension. Keep your hips and glutes out of the air. This is 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. Good. And 10. Good. Roll the wrists out because you might not be used to using your wrists, these little supporting muscles. Opposite foot is leading. Step up with the left foot. Up, up. Make sure if your core is engaged, you're landing with control. Right? Down, down. This is 2. Breathe nice and deep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. And 10. So how hard are you working on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to add my vest because my heart rate is kind of adapted. If yours is not, do not put the vest on. You're responsible for yourself because most people are hard-headed. So your tendons, your ligaments, and joints are likely not adapted if you have not been moving, and that's how you're going to get an injury. So you want your body to get used to what you're asking it to do, right? So I'm going to add a little bit of a vest, and we're going to add one more movement. So we're going to be stepping out to the side, so I'm getting a stretch in the inside of my thigh. This thigh and glute are getting the work. So I'm out to the side, reach the fingertips up to the ceiling, out to the side, reach it up. My knee is pointed straight ahead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, good, and 15. Palms face the floor, right, elbows out. See if you can get your knees up to your chest, ideally to touch your hands. Get it up. You come back here, recover, and then you join back in. Good, take those knees out to the side, get them up to the elbows. Use your glutes to lift the legs to the rear, always striving to open up the hips. Good, so again, if you're just starting, body weight. We're stepping laterally out to the side, Touch that opposite hand down, stretch here, this thigh glute working. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, breathe deep. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, good, and 15. Get the knees up. Get the body nice and warm. Knees out to the side. Try to get those knees up to the elbows using your obliques. Good. Use your glutes. Lift the legs to the side so you can open up the hips. So, again, stay with your body weight unless you've been moving with me for a while. So, we're going to incorporate and make it a little more challenging. Some of the ladies, you have your different weighted vests. And then also, some of you have the ones where you can adjust the weight inside the vest. So you can just use the vest, right? If that's 6 to 10 pounds, I'm going to add a little bit more for my core. And I'm also working on my grip strength, right? So our focus is functional movement. I'm stepping out to the side, tapping the ball down, pressing up. Big difference. Oh my gosh, 2. Why did I pick this up? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, oh gosh, and 15. So, just your body weight. You can add a jump rope, or we have your imaginary jump rope because we like to be creative. No gym, no problem. You're going to use 2 dish towel or dish rag, whatever you have. So, coordination, very important to also train your brain because our brains are rotting on this here social media. So, you're coordinating your wrist, just flicking the wrist, level 1. Bring the knees up to the chest. Get them all the way up so you can really take advantage and stretch your back. Or you have your little jog in place. You can stay right there, but the knees are to the front, not to the back, right? Knees are up. If you can, pick the knees up a little bit more. Your core is also involved. Breathe it out. If you need to, come right here. You are improving fitness. Breathe nice and deep. Good, and relax. So, I don't feel like I'm working it hard. How hard are you working, right? So, depending on the amount of consistency you have, that's what your body is going to show you, right? Let's grab that ball. Or, if you're just starting, your own body weight is enough, right? Some other ladies, make sure you have your palming the ball. You're working on your grip strength. Your pelvis tucked under, belly button drawn into the spine. Add that Kegel out to the opposite side. 1, press it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can just touch your hands to the floor. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, oh gosh, and 15. Woo. Palms are facing the floor. Get the knees up. Touch those knees right to your hands. Out to the side. Use your glutes. Lift the legs to the rear. So, My heart rate is at 72%. How hard are you working? Do a little check-in. All right, so here we go. We're going to add on a little bit. We're going to take our plank step, right? So you take your appropriate level. If you're tabletop position, step in those feet outside the hands. We have up, up, down, down, and then we have lateral side squats. So I am going to use the ball, but if you're just starting, just your body weight. You got that? All right, ready? There we go. Yeah? You want to take the lateral side to side first, get it out of the way. Okay, we'll take the lateral side to side first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull your core muscles in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, oh gosh, 13, 14, and 15. Lead it with that same leg, down, down, up, up. So this is 1, 2, 3, oh my gosh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh gosh. Should we take 5 more? Yes. 5. Ooh. 4. Sneaky little exercise. 3. 2. Oh gosh. And 1. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Release the ball. Plank steps. So coming right down to the floor, you're going to take your appropriate level. Woo, tabletop position. So again, level 1, from tabletop, tuck the hips under, step that foot outside the hand. Otherwise, you're fully extended. Keep your hips and butt out of the air. Your shoulders should be over your wrist and your elbow. Here we go. This is 1, and 1, 2, and 2, 3, and 3, 4, and 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, good, and 10. Coming up. Ooh, little cardio break. Even though that might have got your heart rate up, my heart rate is only at 69%. But it's going to be different for each individual depending on your level of conditioning. Or you might be conditioned in another area, but this is a different type of movement practice or different movement patterns. So if it's different or new stimulus, that can still get your heart rate up. All right, so we're going to go for our little dish rag jump rope. Ready? So you can either stay right here, modify it, otherwise get it up. You want to challenge your brain, or your brain is going to rot if you don't ask it to move different directions and to do different things. So your body is the original machine. Now when you get to the last 10 seconds, you want to take your knees up as high as you can, safely. You should be landing soft like a cat if your core is engaged. Ooh, this weighted vest is a mamma jamma. That's 30 seconds. 30 seconds ago, get the knees up. 20 seconds ago. So if I can still talk, this is not challenging me as much. Get the knees up, Kwasa. Last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ah, Dios mío. Now that got my heart rate up. A little commercial break. Active rest. So open up the chest and shoulders again. Take your arms back. Use a stick. If you have it, hold it. Woo. Yeah, now I feel awake and alive. Take it back. Hold it back. Synchronize your breath with your movement. Use your breath to ground you inside the body. Hold it back. Should we add a standing kick in for good measure? Yeah, same foot, same hand, kick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, arms high in the shoulder. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And 1. Ah, Dios mío. Heart rate is at 76%. Take a sip of a little agua fria. Hydration. So, we move because of how it makes us feel, right? Many of us don't have it organized in our brain in such a way in terms of our why. It might be a trip or something. That's why it's not sustainable. There's not a big enough emotional attachment. There's not enough of an emotional attachment to go to somebody's wedding or to go to an event. That's not going to last you for a lifetime. That's momentary enthusiasm. The initial enthusiasm, it fades. It does. I didn't make it up. It just is what it is. All right, grab that ball. Oh, good morning. Send you some warm, positive vibrations. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, that's comment respectfully. Subscribe. All right. Here we go. Lateral lunge out to the side. Make sure you engage your core muscles. Out to the side. 1. Press it up. 2. Exhale as you press it up. 3. Press it up. You can just use your body weight. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. And 15. Down, down, up, up. Leading with that same leg. Use your core as engaged so you're landing soft like a cat. So down, down, up, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Biceps starting to burn. 14. And 15. Woo. Let's take our plank step. So again, take your appropriate level. So tabletop position. Make sure you're not scrunching up your hands. Your palms are nice and flat. Tuck the hips under. Press your hands into the floor. Wrist, elbow, shoulder stacked. Knees and hips stacked on top of each other. That pelvis is tucked under. Step it out. So this is 1 and 1 otherwise full extension. Keep your butt out of the air. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Let's hold 5 for a second. Push that back heel towards the back wall. Step center. Push that back heel towards the back wall so you feel that stretch in your hips. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. Hold it. Center. 8. Hold it a little bit. Finish it off. 9. 9. Oh gosh. 10. And 10. Sit your glutes back to your heel. So definitely more challenging with the vest on. Coming up, let's finish off this warm up. We're gonna open up the hips a little bit. We'll take a bit of Jenga. Woo. We'll take our Jenga. So we're gonna keep the vest on for the Jenga. So check back in that your pelvis is tucked under. Engage your core so you're supporting your back. So my heart rate is up, my body is nice and hot. We've activated the core, opened up the shoulders. We always want to add a lot of hip opening. Super important because the sitting down, if you have a desk job, right, the 10,000 steps, that's for activity, right? Because we're not meant to be sitting sedentary, but that is not your intention. That's not strength training. Look up sarcopenia. If you don't have a significant amount of muscle, which is going to help catch you if you fall. After age 65, a fall is almost fatal. Our lifespan goes down, and that's a fact. Look it up because we don't have muscle. Sitting down, you don't develop muscle. You're not getting a whole lot of muscle from walking. That's just activity. So do understand the standard for fitness, even for movement, is very, very low. Low. Because you're getting 10,000 steps, that doesn't mean you go and you raid the whole package of vegan Oreos. All right, so we're at La Linea, right? Pelvis is in. Let's take our first Jenga. Get that hand up, guard your face. Good, line, Jenga. Good, Jenga. Jenga, Jenga, Jenga. Get a little bit lower. Jenga, 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 Keshada. Good. Jenga. 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 Cocarina. Get down. That other hand is to the floor. Guard your face, right? Learn how to fall. Good. Jenga. 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 Keshada. Cocarina. Cocarina. Good. Jenga. Jenga, 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 a million Jengas, Jenga, Jenga, Keshada, Jenga, 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 Keshada, good, Jenga, 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 Keshada, good, Jenga, 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 Keshada, good. Jenga, step forward. Turn, hands flat, beginning of your compass. Good, step back. Jenga, 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 step forward. Hands down, look through your legs. Good, and back. All right, here we go. Lift the knees to the chest. External hip rotation. Open that hip up. Here we go. 1. Today, we'll go out and right back into internal. And internal, right over the tall person or over the computer. External, internal. This is 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14, 15. Side kick. So using glute medius, using your obliques wrap around to help support your back. Ground yourself in your body with your breath. Ideally, the top part of your foot is making contact with your target. Keep your eyes open on your target. You want to pay attention. That's why I'm not getting high and drunk, because you can't be paying attention to what's going on around. You definitely can't be paying attention to what's going on with your children, right? If you're high and drunk, but that's just my perspective. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Lift your knees to the chest. So you should feel your obliques activated there, right? So we're going to take external, internal rotation on the other side. Ground yourself into your body with your breath. Here we go. 1 and 1. Right back over today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, so functional movement. So other side, your kicks. So ideally, front part of your foot will be making contact with your target, right? Listen to your breath. Listen to your inhale and your exhale. So this foot, you can pivot a little on this standing leg. Listen to your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Lift the knees to the chest. I think we are officially warm. Push your hips over to the side wall or window. Feel that stretch above the hip. Push your hips forward and put my thumbs behind my back so I don't hyperextend or lean too far back. Put your hips on the opposite wall. Now put your glutes on the back wall. Feel the stretch between your glutes and your hamstrings, side, front, side, and back. Big hip circles. Opposite direction, side, front, side. Put your glutes on the back wall, side, front, side, back wall. Big hip circles. A little bit of balance. Balance again. Balance, stability is important. That's not, it's not as muscle bound, but without the stability, we're very prone to injury. So here's my standing leg. Pick up the other leg. Hip flexors are going to be working a little bit. Stir a pot of gumbo to the outside. Lubricate that knee joint. Opposite direction. Good. Externally rotate the ankle and the wrist out. Now, opposite direction, right? You're also training your brain. Standing leg, right? Opposite side. Pick that leg up. Stir that pot of gumbo to the outside. Good. Opposite direction. Lubricate that knee. Good. Externally rotate the wrist and the ankle. Opposite direction. Good. Come forward. Come on the balls of your feet. Then rock backwards onto your heels. Let the toes point up toward the ceiling. Come on the balls of the feet. Rock backwards. Balls of the feet. Now, turn your feet open like pages of a book. Turn them all the way in. So notice whatever happens at the ankle is affecting the knee and the hip. And we're done with the warm-up. Let's get ready to strength train. Woo! Create a great day on purpose and all that jazz, like comment respectfully.